I'm gonna try and make this video only like 10 minutes. And what's it called? I'm just gonna get into it. I'm just like, it's like this whole thing. I want to try and like really make sure I'm thinking before I speak. You know what I mean? It's like so many things at once. You know what I mean? I think overall it's really just loneliness. Like, I think I'm just lonely. And then everything else is like a byproduct of that, you know? Like, and so I get sad all the time, you know? I feel like I'm a very social person, so it's hitting me kind of hard, you know what I mean? And it's weird because, you know, I'm surrounded by family. Like, ooh, bro, in elementary school my elbows used to be black, like pitch black, like little black dots, and I never knew what they were from, but now they're not anymore. You can still see where they're a little bit dark, I guess, you see? But now look at that. Oh, anyways, it's like, and it's so stupid. I feel so stupid for saying it out loud, but it's just like I miss my friends, and I miss my sisters, and I miss my mom, and I miss my cousins, and it just really feels like so lonely. And it feels like I do everything by myself. You know, it feels like I go everywhere by myself. And it feels like at this point in my life, I'm like mastering doing everything by myself. But like, and I know that's like, you know, you have to do that, but I feel like I already have, you know? I can't even talk. I don't even know. It's like, I'm just so sad. And sometimes it's like I can't even find a direct reason. And most of my problems you can't really just solve, you know? Or like, you can solve them, but maybe you should look a little deeper than just immediately solving them. Like, one reason I'm sad is because I really want to like care for something or somebody. Like, a lot of times I know I complain about like boys and like wanting to be in a relationship and all that, but it's not really the I want someone to care for me. It's more, I more feel like I want to care for somebody, you know? Like, I feel like I just have so much love like inside of me that it like overflows, and now it's coming out of my eyes. Like, it doesn't even have, like, I just want to like do stuff. I want to take care of someone. I want to nurture someone. I want a cat. I want a dog. I have fish. I take care of my fish. I talk to my fish. I literally pray with my fish, like, bro, somebody give me a hamster or something. Like, I just, like, I don't know. And I have friends, and I try and help them and stuff. But it really feels like, and this kind of hurts to say, but it feels like my friends can't really help me. But also, I know it's not their job. You know, they don't have to help me. But it kind of hurts because, like, I feel like I help them a lot. At least I'm trying. I know that I try my very, very best. Like, my very best when it comes to helping them. All I ever want to do is help them, you know? Like, if they are upset, it's, like, my number one goal. I want to help my friends. Like, that's it. And even, I feel like they don't really try that hard to help me as hard as I try to help them. And it doesn't go for all of them, just some of them. And even the ones that do try and help me, it never really, like, I really feel like I'm at 100 with them and they're at like 69. You know, not 70. Maybe like 68. 68's a bit low. I feel like 69's a perfect one. And it just, like, they can't help me. And this might be a little rude to say, because, you know, I don't know every single thing about them, but I really just feel like maybe my problems are a bit too big, or like maybe they're not. That's rude. I was gonna say maybe they're not like mature enough to understand. And sometimes that's what it feels like when, like, one of my friends, I really feel like she's very, very blessed. Like, she's had a good life, you know. And she complains about stuff, and it's just like I get kind of upset. But you know, who am I to get upset? Like, I should be happy for her, but sometimes I get upset about whatever. That's a whole different video. But it's like, it really feels like nobody can help me, you know? Like, and in that way, it makes me feel even more alone. And even if they could help me, it's like problems that they can't solve, or they don't know how to solve. And so that makes me feel more alone. And it's like, it's like a repeating cycle of like loneliness and problems and everything. And I don't know where these problems are like stemming from. Like, I don't know if I want to go home. Like, well, I am home, but I don't know if I want to go back to my family, like with my mom. I don't know if that's gonna fix anything. All I know is all I can think of right now is I want a pet. I want my natural hair. I don't want to wear braids anymore. And I want, like, that's it. That's all I can really think of. That's all I want. And I want a job. Like, I really feel like I'm not that complicated as a person. Like, I'm complicated, but I don't have complicated needs. Like, I don't know how to save myself from this, like, level of despair, like, melancholy, sorrow, like, because it feels like even I was talking in the group chat, and I literally said, it feels like death is waiting for me, like it's clawing at my back, and my back is now raw and bloody. How can someone feel that at so young, like at such an age? How can someone feel that way? And then like one person responded, and then the next person sent a funny video. Like, it's really like it sometimes it makes me upset. Like, I just want to just block everybody and never talk to anyone ever again, and just spiral into my sorrow. Like, and I literally, like, I mean, I tell people all the time, or at least I'm trying to, and it's unfair because one of my other friends, whenever she's upset, she just says, "Guys, I'm upset," and everyone's like, why, like, and then it's like, "Oh, I mixed my ex-boyfriend." Like, okay, sorry. And, that's such a bitchy thing to say. That is so rude. Her feeling, I'm not even upset. It's just like, I also think it's like jealousy about a lot of things. Like my friend that's had a good life, and my friend that whenever she's upset, everyone just like beckons at her call, you know what I mean? And I know they're probably gonna see this, but it's okay, I guess. And everyone, everyone says that they care. Like, everyone swears up and down, "Oh, I'm here for you. If you need me, just call me. Oh, I'll talk to you about anything. We could talk." But it really feels like when I need someone, all of a sudden nobody's there. All of a sudden, "Oh, I was doing this. Oh, I was doing that." Oh, they give me like the bare minimum. Like, if I was asleep and it's 2 a.m. and I have like a big event the next day or whatever, if I'm asleep and it's 2 a.m, if my friend even texts me, or I'm feeling kind of down, I'll wake up and call her, and I will give her my 100% undivided attention. But it's like, no one can do that for me. Like, what? And it really just feels like I'm not being treated the way that because I feel like I deserve to be treated like the way that I treat others. You know, that's always, that's what I've been taught, and that's what I live by. I feel like I'm nice, and I feel like I try hard to please and like be good to the people around me, but it feels like even when they're doing their best, it's not good, and it's not their best. It's like the bare minimum. You know what I mean? But I feel like I don't know if that's their best, but I'm assuming that's their best. And if that's their best, you can't ask more from someone than their best. You can't ask them to do something they don't know how to do. And I feel like that's why I think like maybe they're not mature enough to understand or like to help me. But even that's bullshit. Like, and after I make this video, I'm just gonna go back in the living room and cry, like, because there's nothing I can do. I can't do anything. Like, there's nothing. Like, you know, at the end of the day's gonna end. Like, and it's like, I mean, I have a folder. Like, I have like over 600 voice memos of me just crying and screaming and crying from like, and it goes back like months, like back to the last year, I think, because I haven't had an iPhone for very long. Ooh. And it just kind of every time I look at it, it just kind of proved to me that like it doesn't matter what I say, and and it doesn't matter how much I cry. It wouldn't matter if I climbed to the roof and screamed my heart out. It's like the universe doesn't care. Like, she's like, oh well, you know, just make it to the end of the day, make it to tomorrow, make it to the end of the week, make it to next year, make it to your birthday. Like, it's like there's nothing ever changes, nothing gets better. Like it's nothing's getting better. I'm just like changing the setting, you know what I mean? And I'm getting all up in there, but yeah, like I said, I'm gonna end this video and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna cry and then I'm gonna fall asleep and I'm gonna wake up and try to fix it, but end up doing the same thing over and over and over again, and just pray one day that it just stops all of a sudden, that things just get better. I literally told my friends, I literally say like I was literally walking in the mall earlier and I texted them and I was like telling them that I'm upset about this, and I'm like, I pray no one ever has to feel the way that I feel now. And I told them I'm like completely and utterly alone, and no one even like said anything. Like, okay, my friend Anessa said something. She's like my best friend. Like, I love her so much. But I have 7 friends. 1 out of 7. Like, and then like, I love Anessa. She like replied and she gave me like a really long reply. But basically, what I pretty much got out of the reply was, you're only like lonely if you think you are, you know? And something else, I forgot the end of it, but like, okay, thank you for that. Like, I'm not saying, okay, thank you for that. Like, it's just like, okay, thank you for that. I'm sorry, that's so rude. I'm really sorry. It's almost 4 o'clock in the morning, and it's cold, and my head hurts from these tight braids. And I'm crying, and I have acne, and I need to wash my blankets. The world literally just keeps spinning. Like, she don't ever stop. Like, that bitch don't sit down. Oh, that looked real ugly, but yeah, that's it. This will be my first time crying on the internet. I'm excited. My first 17 views. Hey guys. I'm just kidding, but yeah. Love you. Don't forget to smile.